NeedyMeds users and friends. Thank you so much for helping me out with that audio visual check. I'm glad that you can hear me clearly and see my screen, which is the first slide of a PowerPoint presentation. My name is Carla. I'm the Director of Education Initiatives at NeedyMeds. And with today's presentation, I'm going to explain everything you ever wanted to know about our drug discount card. I'd like to offer a few tips, however, before we get started, so you can make the most out of the presentation. First of all, if you do have questions, I encourage you to ask them at any time, and you can do so by typing them into the questions section. For some of you, it may be the chat section of that GoToWebinar control panel. Just know I will reserve answering questions until the end. I do tend to keep the question segment brief, so if I don't get the chance to answer your question, we will follow up with you via email, but of course, I will provide the contact information for NeedyMeds and myself at the end. As you saw in the very first slide, I also uploaded some materials I thought you'd be interested in that handout section of your GoToWebinar control panel. So check those out. And I'm happy to let you know that today's webinar, like all of our webinars and presentations, is being recorded, and it will be available on the NeedyMeds YouTube channel, which I hope you subscribe to. With today's presentation, I will cover what NeedyMeds is for those of you not yet familiar with us. I'll highlight the healthcare savings resources we offer, and then we'll get to why everyone is here today. I'll explain again everything you ever wanted to know about our drug discount card, and mostly how it can help you, your loved ones, your patients, or your clients save on medications and other healthcare expenses. So let's get started with what is NeedyMeds. We are a national nonprofit founded about 25 years ago. On your screen is our mission statement, but simply put, we connect people to healthcare savings and educational resources. And we do that free and anonymously through our website, NeedyMeds.org, and our toll-free helpline, 1-800-503-6897. On that helpline, our call center counselor experts are available weekdays from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. We're based in Massachusetts, so keep in mind that's Eastern Time. And I'm also happy to let you know that we do also have Spanish-speaking callers. Now, as you know, today we're going to spend our time talking about the NeedyMeds drug discount card. But I also want to make sure that you're aware of all the other healthcare savings resources we offer. For example, on NeedyMeds.org, here are all the different categories of ways you can save on your healthcare expenses, including patient assistance programs, which provide the most savings for brand name prescription meds. You can find a category for $4 generic drug discount programs, which is a great resource for finding generic meds for a discounted price. If you, a loved one, or a patient or client you're helping is in need of affordable primary and preventive care, search the free, low-cost, or sliding scale section for convenient locations for medical, dental, mental health, or substance use disorder clinics. Coupons, rebates, and more is the section that will connect you to discounted over-the-counter drugs, prescription meds, and medical supplies. For help affording expenses related to a specific healthcare condition, visit our diagnosis information pages and diagnosis-based assistance programs. If you, your loved one, again, a patient or client you're helping, has been impacted by the pandemic, visit the COVID-19 Resource Center. It's full of programs for those experiencing financial hardships and struggling with healthcare expenses due to the COVID-19 coronavirus. Now, oftentimes getting to and from a doctor or specialized facility can cause a financial burden. So look for a program that can help you afford your medically related transportation or travel expenses under that medical transportation cost assistance section. We also have categories that provide camps, retreats, recreational programs, and educational scholarships for people of all ages all over the country living with specific diagnoses. And check out the government programs section, which is a option to search for government funded healthcare programs and other helpful resources in your state. If you'd like to learn more about these other resources, I encourage you to sign up for a monthly overview webinar or watch a previously recorded one on the NeedyMeds YouTube channel. And of course, on NeedyMeds.org, you can also find a link to the NeedyMeds drug discount card, which is one of the most popular and effective ways we help people to save on or afford their medications. So let's talk about what drug discount cards are and how they work. So the NeedyMeds drug discount card, like others, is available in different forms. It can be in a plastic card like a credit card. An example is what you're looking at on your screen. You can also get the NeedyMeds drug discount card as a paper version, which you simply print and cut out, or you can download it as a free app onto your phone through Google Play or the iTunes App Store. Now, all drug discount cards do work in a similar way. They work through a pharmacy benefits manager, PBM, or adjudicator. The PBM or adjudicator is responsible for setting up the network of pharmacies and negotiating prices on behalf of the marketer, which in this case is NeedyMeds. Prices and discounts will vary from month to month and from pharmacy to pharmacy. The price you pay using a drug discount card is the sum of 4 figures. It's the price of the medication plus 3 transaction fees. 1 fee for the PBM or adjudicator, 1 for the pharmacy, and 1 for the marketer, which again, in this case, is NeedyMeds. With our drug discount card, users can bring our card in a plastic credit card form, in a paper form, or as a phone on their app to their pharmacy with a valid prescription and save up to 80% off the cash price of prescriptions. They can save on over-the-counter medications written as prescriptions. And you can even use the NeedyMeds drug discount card to save on human equivalent pet meds. The NeedyMeds drug discount card is free and anonymous. We don't know who is using the card or what prescription is getting filled. We just track the dollar amount of savings and the number of times our drug discount card is being used. Since cards have no identifying information, that means you can share the same card with family, friends, neighbors, and loved ones. Confidentiality is guaranteed. And chances are you will find a pharmacy in your area that accepts the NeedyMeds drug discount card, since it is accepted at more than 65,000 pharmacies nationwide. Some other things to keep in mind about the NeedyMeds drug discount card: it does not require activation or registration. There are no insurance or residency guidelines. There are no income guidelines. Keep in mind also that not every drug will have a discount. And as I said earlier, discounts will vary from month to month and also from pharmacy to pharmacy. 85% of the time our card is presented to the pharmacist, a discount is provided. And usually that discount is about half off the cash price. And the NeedyMeds drug discount card never expires. So the big question is, who can use this card? And the simple answer is anyone. The only rule is that it cannot be combined with insurance. Oh, sorry, I got ahead of myself. It cannot be combined with insurance. So if you're uninsured, use the card anytime. But if you have insurance, you may choose to use the card instead. And you may choose to do this, for example, if your medication isn't covered by your insurance, if you find yourself in a coverage gap, if your deductible is too high, if you have exceeded a cap for drug coverage for the year, or maybe your copay is too high. In fact, if you do have drug coverage, it's worth comparing the price you would pay against the price the drug discount card offers. We have found that 5 to 10% of the time, the drug discount card actually offers a better rate than insurance. So it's worth just checking out. Keep in mind also, the drug discount card is not an insurance program, and although it can be used instead of insurance, it cannot be combined with insurance or other government programs. The NeedyMeds drug discount card is ready to use. Sorry, guys, going in the wrong direction. It's ready to use. You simply bring the card to the pharmacy along with your prescription and you save. Now, obviously, if you're getting a drug discount, if you're using a drug discount card, you're getting a discount, and that means the pharmacies are getting a lower price for the drugs. So the question a lot of people ask us is, why would a pharmacy accept a drug discount card? Well, there's a few basic reasons. First of all, they're still making a profit, even if it is discounted. They're still making a sale they might otherwise use. For example, let's say you go to a pharmacy and the drug costs $200 without a drug discount card, but $100 at another pharmacy that does accept the drug discount card. Well, obviously, the customer is going to go where the discount is, which brings us to customer loyalty. If you know you're going to get discounts at a particular pharmacy, that is where you'll continue to get your prescription filled. Also, they'll probably rely on those extra sales. There's a reason pharmacy counters are at the back of the store. When you go to pick up your prescription, as you walk down the aisles, you'll probably pick up other things you need because it's convenient. Shampoo, tissues, maybe a pair of sunglasses. And of course, pharmacies don't want to be the only store around not accepting the drug discount card. Now, we know that there are other drug discount cards out there. So let me talk to you a little bit about how ours differs. First of all, we actually hope you don't have to use our drug discount card. Ideally, everyone would have the coverage they need. If not, our primary goal is to connect you to a program that would help you afford your medications. If we don't have such a program, then we'll try and connect you with a partnering organization that can help you. And at that point, if you are unable to get any financial assistance, we wanted to make sure we can provide you with some discount, which is why we created our own drug discount card. Also, as I mentioned before, you can remain anonymous using our drug discount card. We don't know who is using the card or what prescription is getting filled. Since there's no identifying information, you can share the same card with your loved ones. Also, we do offer a very low transaction fee, passing more savings on to our card users. But the fee we do collect supports the nonprofit work we do of providing healthcare cost savings programs to those that need it. Now, we've covered quite a bit about the drug discount card. And so I want to remind everybody, if you do have questions about anything we've covered, go ahead and type them into the questions or chat section of that GoToWebinar control panel. Because now I want to talk to you about how you can get a NeedyMeds drug discount card. It's really easy. You can go to NeedyMeds.org to print one out or request we mail you a plastic one. You can reach out to our expert call center counselors at 1-800-503-6897, and they'll be happy to drop one or a few in the mail for you. Or again, you can download it for free through the iTunes App Store or Google Play. So again, I do see some questions coming in, and you can type them into that questions section in that GoToWebinar control panel. Again, for some of you, it may be the chat section. Now, I want to get to those questions, and as I do, as promised, I'll leave up our contact information. I mentioned that you can visit NeedyMeds.org or call our call centers to request a drug discount card, but you can also request a bulk supply. You can do so by dropping an email to info@needymeds.org, or of course mentioning it to our call center counselors. If you have any questions about today's webinar, or you're joining us from another nonprofit and are interested in learning how to partner with NeedyMeds, please reach out to me directly at Carla with a C at NeedyMeds.org. And on the bottom of your screen, you will also find our toll-free helpline, 1-800-503-6897, and of course our website, NeedyMeds.org. So let's get to those questions coming in. So we have a user that visited NeedyMeds.org and checked out the pharmacy search. So that's a great tool, and I'm glad somebody brought that up. You can visit NeedyMeds.org and find our pharmacy search, and all you do is type in a zip code, and it'll let you know what pharmacies in your area accept the NeedyMeds drug discount card. Now, if you have trouble finding it, you don't have access to the internet, or you would just rather speak to a live person, our call center counselors can also provide you with a list of names, addresses, and contact information for pharmacies in your area that do accept our card. But the question is, what if I find a pharmacy in the pharmacy search, but when I present my drug discount card, the pharmacist doesn't accept it? So this is a great question. And I'm happy to tell you that this does not come up very much. But in the odd chance that this does happen, there is a phone number on the back of the card for the pharmacist to call. If they still won't accept it or if they can't make the call, you can let me know. Drop me an email. If the pharmacy is included in our list of pharmacies accepting our drug discount card, that means they are contractually obligated to accept it. Sometimes there's a new staff member or pharmacist that hasn't been trained. Providing me with as much information as possible, such as when and where this happened and the name of the pharmacist or the staff member that helped you, would be helpful. Thanks for the question. Another question coming in is, you mentioned this webinar is being recorded. Where can I find it? Again, thank you so much for these questions, because I always feel that if one person has it on their mind, it probably means others do as well. So again, you can find all previously recorded webinars on the NeedyMeds YouTube channel. There's an icon to it on our website with the rest of the social media icons, or you can simply go to YouTube and type in NeedyMeds where you can search for channels. I recommend subscribing to our YouTube channel. That way you'll be notified when new webinars, videos, and presentations are being added, and you can be assured that you won't miss out on anything. A reminder that you can find all upcoming webinars on NeedyMeds.org. Thanks for the question. So I'm going to wrap it up with one final question, because as I said, I do try and keep the question segment brief. But if I didn't answer your question, you will certainly hear from me via email, or you can visit our website or reach out to one of our call center counselors. Again, that phone number is on the bottom of your screen, and it's 1-800-503-6897. So we're going to wrap up with this question, which is, in the beginning of the webinar, you mentioned you can use the drug discount card to save on pet meds. How? Love that question, because this is a little known fact. And actually, we put together about a 10-minute video on how to use the NeedyMeds drug discount card to save on your pet meds. You can find a previously recorded one on the NeedyMeds YouTube channel, or you can join us for an upcoming live one, and you can find upcoming webinars again on NeedyMeds.org. Don't hesitate to email me, and I'll be happy to send you the links for both. As I said, I'm going to go ahead and keep the question segment brief, so you'll hear from me or a NeedyMeds team member if you ask a question I didn't get the chance to answer. For now, thank you so much for your time. We do hope you stay in touch by following us on social media, registering for other webinars, and if you're able, becoming a NeedyMeds donor. Every dollar counts. So if you're able, you'll find a big donate now button on needymeds.org. Thanks again, everyone, for your time, and have a happy and healthy rest of the day.